awards season coming up. We should probably talk about the ballots are starting to show up in my mailbox.
Yeah, flooding my mailbox. Can we just get one ballot for all of them?
Right. Wouldn't that make the most one huge ballot?
I talked to Rick about it. He said they'll never do it.
And we've seen at this point pretty much all the award season movies.
Yeah, everything worth seeing.
Yeah. And there's some I think deserved buzz circling a specific actress in the movie Her. This is a Spike Jonze directed movie with Joaquin Phoenix, also Amy Adams, Rooney Mara, but it's none of them. We're not talking about them. They are.
You know those actors and actresses. You've seen all them before.
They're trash.
Yeah, I mean, you can wipe your keister with those ones.
There's someone else in this movie. Her name is Scarlett Johansson, and she plays a disembodied robotic voice. Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, those are the exact words I'd use.
Okay.
Disembodied robotic voice. That's her character. And so just imagine getting a script with that.
Yeah. I'm just going to play a clip from the movie so you see what we're talking about.
What's it like to be alive in that room right now?
I wish I could put my arms around you. Wish I could touch you.
How would you touch me?
And I should note, Joaquin Phoenix is still munching on the hoagie from The Master. Mm-hmm. When he speaks, it's sort of an old acting trick. You take a big, huge fucking bite out of a hoagie right before you talk.
Yeah.
And it sort of gives you that nice sound that he gets where he goes...
and he's got his hoagie that he uses for this, and it's the best hoagie, I think, in the business. It's like a Super Bowl party hoagie.
Yeah, it's number one, and he just never runs out. Mm-hmm. And he won't use Crafty's hoagies, I've heard. He has to bring his own. Because he's like, this is the hoagie my character would eat, and that's how committed he is. Mm-hmm. But he takes a big old gobble out of it, and he goes...
But he's garbage. We don't want to actually talk about him.
Not about him.
Scarlett Johansson, her voice in this movie, we're listening to her voice. Sean and I are looking at each other, and we give each other that look that says... this girl should get an Oscar for this.
Yeah. You know the look.
Yeah.
We've given it to each other a few times before.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm reading HuffPo news site. And there's an article that says Scarlett Johansson's Her role might make history at Oscars.
Now, I don't know if the author of this article saw the look we gave each other. Yeah. Were they in the screening?
Because when they say, like, there's a lot of buzz circling this, I mean, I wonder if that's the look that they're
I'm like, I wonder who was buzzing.
Sure.
Well, Hayes and I are pretty much the only ones who've seen the movie.
And then Scott Foundas from Variety wrote about the movie, it's Johnson who pulls off the trickiest feat. She creates a complex, full-bodied character without any body at all. Detached from her lethally curvaceous figure, the actress's breathy contralto is no less seductive, but it also alights with tenderness and wonder. I mean, that's very stupid, but...
Do you think it's stupid because you pronounce breathy breathy?
That's how it's written. It's Breethy.
Well, then I'm the stupid.
How stupid is that?
That is stupid.
Her performance in this movie, up until this point, I had sort of thought, in the pantheon of great movie performances, who's in there?
The times we've given each other that look before is Andy Serkis.
As Gollum, yeah.
Yep.
Zoe Saldana as Avatar. Andy Serkis as the monkey in Planet of the Apes.
Yes, twice we've done it with him.
Andy Serkis as Mighty Joe Young.
3 times we've done it with Serkis. Saldana for Avatar. Mm-hmm. And I believe during the Herbie the Love Bug remake, we were like, whoever's doing Herbie, dust off your mantle, because you're going home with a little gentleman, a short gentleman, who's in pretty good shape.
But this movie, Scarlett Johansson in this movie, she blows all those other guys. What was it you said after as we were walking out? You said it really loud.
Yeah, as loud as I could. I turned and faced the whole crowd, and I sort of tapped my glass. I was drinking champagne. I tapped my glass with a fork to get people's attention, and I said, "Scarlett Johansson, just took a big old fat fucking stinky shit all over Andy Serkis. And that guy's done in this town. Because he used to be the guy who you liked his voice acting.
Yeah.
And he detached himself from his lethally curvaceous figure in order to get Oscars. And she just fucking took a real hot, steamy one on Serkis and his stuff. And now she's living the high life. She's going to be going home with a short gentleman who, he looks like he works out. Let's say that.
My problem with Serkis now, I realize he's in those movies too much. He's got, when they make those, he wears like the ping pong ball suit.
They're basing it on his physical movements.
Capture his motion, which I think is like, just remove that element and maybe you've got a good performance. Because with Scarlett Johansson, they just have the one ping pong ball that's on her mouth to capture her voice.
And acting with just your voice is kind of a new concept. We haven't really seen that before. Like that's, the first movies were just people's mouths, close-ups on mouths.
Yeah.
And, using your face and mouth is such a trick in acting, and it's such a cheat.
It's a crutch.
It's a crutch, and I feel like so many actors use it.
Mm-hmm. And I find myself now, especially during award season when I'm evaluating these movies, watching the movie with my eyes closed or with my sleeping mask on. Partially because the movies are so scary. If I open my eyes, I'll just be way too scared. But also because I think that's the best way to watch movies.
And my trick that I do is I get a compilation of Garfield comics, and I will just hold them up in front of my face, and I will just flip through the pages, and I'll stop a little longer if it's one with Odie or Nermal or one of my characters I really love. But I will sort of look
Garfield.
at those.
You're not a Garfield guy.
No, Garfield is a nasty cat.
I do not want to get you too far down this road.
He is a nasty cat. That is not nice, the way he talks to John and some of the other of my favorite characters. I'm sorry. Unacceptable. I will flip through those and sort of be looking at that while I'm watching the movie. And it's such a better film experience. And you really get a sense of the performances, most of which are trash and garbage, and almost no one can act, and only Scarlett Johansson can act.
So let's make it official.
Let's make it official. Hayes and I are officially casting our Oscar ballot vote right now.
That's it.
Tink. Okay, it's uploaded and it's in there.
It's in the system.
That's right. So you're welcome, Scarlett Johansson, and we look forward to hearing more from you in the future.